Good morning. Welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. My name is Chris Capper and I'm really excited to be showing you the 2024 Renegade Explorer 40 ERB. Renegade puts the Super in Super C, and it's a really exciting coach. We sold this originally brand new, and then the customer traded it in on a slightly bigger one. So we have a great coach here. It only has just under 16,000 miles, and great deal. So please check this out with me this morning. First and foremost, we're just going to talk about this couple of the main pieces. This is on the Freightliner Cascadia chassis. This chassis is the #1 requested chassis out there. So when we get inside, you're going to see why. It is just super comfortable. It's just like driving a small truck or car, just the way that cockpit reaches around out to you. And with that Detroit Diesel DD13 engine, Allison 6000 transmission on this, which, man, it's really difficult to get these Allison engines right now because rumor has it Department of Defense is buying a lot of those things. So a lot of these new coaches are not coming with those Allison 6000 6-speed transmission, which are super smooth in shifting. 12.8 liter engine and 1,850 foot-pounds of torque. We have this right here. This is painted in this beautiful flat gray tone, which is really popular right now. And speaking of which, Renegade is putting in for their sidewall lamination process, they use the absolute best way, which is going to be the vacuum bond laminate, to just assure you that you got really good adhesion to last you in the years to come. Right over my head, we have best-in-class awnings. These are the Nova awnings by Girard, and these are designed, as you can see, we've got like the 3 arms coming down, and then I have this horizontal arm coming across. And I have had one of these catch that wind at about 25, 35 mile an hour wind gust, just push that straight up, and it still came down. No issues, went in, went out, tested it multiple times, 0 issues at all. So it's got a wind sensor on it, but in case you do get one of those sudden gusts, which happen on occasion, you're going to be taken care of. So there's a really good engineering behind that. So coming forward, we're going to talk just a little bit about this coach right here. It's a 40-foot coach, and with that, we can tow 20,000 pounds. We've got a hitch on there that allow that. All these doors right here are nice and insulated, and then we also did opt for the powder coating in this. The original customer did, at least, and they've included their Winegard Road Trip T4 portable satellite. And that right there you see next to it is going to be an air hose. I'll show you where you can hook that up later. Got a slide lock, but you can see why you don't have like what you'd have on a diesel pusher where you can put pass-through storage. I do have a really long storage compartment right here, which kind of gives me a little bit of that concept, right? And then we have these nice struts on each one of these, and then you'll notice I have dual locking mechanisms. So when that is going to lock in 2 different places. These are super easy to open and close, very solid. Got a nice Samsung 4K TV with a JBL soundbar right here. And then right over here, if you can see, I've got 2 USB-A outlets right here. So you can actually just put your phone cable on that and charge your phone out here. Super easy to access. And then we have a nice compression lock right here. So what that does is just close that, and it's adjustable. You just change that nut right there, and that just keeps the elements outside of that. Nice chrome handles on these, point that out. This, on the Renegade Explorers, we have the AquaHot 450D. And so what this is a heater that will heat your water, heat your interior, and it's basically a hydronic heating system, similar to the Newmar Oasis system, but different. Nice little grab handle to get in and out, and then I have a keyless entry system here. So that way, if you're going out hiking, boating, whatever you're doing, you don't have to worry about bringing your keys. You just tuck them in there, have a nice code. Nice docking lights, and just want to bring up, I've got Michelin, so these are nice Michelin tires on this. which Michelin is best in class. And on the rear, they're 295 by 80. And then if you look here, you get nice deep storage right here, so I can put tables. I've got some, looks like some extra porcelain tile that we have on the inside of this right here. I have a GFCI outlet and a 12 volt and a nice little light right here as well. And then here, this is heated, so that's where that heater hot air comes out. So in the winter time, this won't get too cold, hopefully. And then more storage right here, and that is my inner vac. So you have a whole house interior and exterior vacuum system, and I'll show you where that is inside. And then we have our slide lock. So if you're one of those people that likes to make sure your slides are locked when you're driving down the road, which will increase the longevity of that slide, you do have that capability. So let's step back from here and just look at this cool back panel. So you can see I have a 4K or high def camera right here to see what we're backing up to. This is going to be inside. We have a stackable washer and dryer. It does vent out, which is exactly what you want. Really nice Renegade Explorer tagging right here. Huge reverse and docking lights here to make it see easy what you're going to back up to. So if you're hooking up that race trailer to get your racing equipment in your car or your boat or even your tow vehicle, it's going to be really easy to see it between this plus what you have up there. Now this right here, I have a 3-inch sleeve right here, and then we've brought that down to, this is probably the 2-inch right here. And then so I have 20,000 pounds of horizontal towing capability with this. Plus I have 3,000 pounds I can put vertically, which usually you don't have that. That's about 50% more than you would typically see, because usually it's this number vertical is going to be about 10% of what your horizontal pull is. So if you have cameras in your inside and outside, or this will cut for your trailer, this will actually cover both of those. So you can have 2 cameras hooked up to your Voyager system right here, and then that's your 7-way plug, and that's for your airs. So everything's very easy to access. This is my generator exhaust, and that generator is on. It's a Cummins Quiet Diesel. Onan, Cummins Onan. Onan bought them. So I have a RV surge guard built into this, so that's going to help you, so that way you don't have to worry about surging. Tuck that back. And then this is a power cord reel with this. So it's a 50 amp coach, obviously. You have a power cord reel. And then I have a little outlet here as well. So if I want to plug in my trailer, I've got 110 to plug in there. Talked about this being a nice quiet diesel. So that's running right now. I don't know how much you can hear. It's not too bad at all. It's very quiet. I have 125.5 hours on there at the moment. So more docking lights right there. Here's our wet bay. So it's very convenient. I can see everything here. So if I just push this, I can see my battery, my fresh gray. It's going to have a little bit of that winterizing fluid in there in black. Whole house water filter right here. A little place for my sewer hose if I want to store it in there. And then I have my water hose right there. Black tank flush, of course. We've got our black and gray tank dumps and our tank fill button. Here's my flow jet here, so I'll show you that in the next compartment. Low point drain on the spigot right here, and that's my hose reel, so I can pull that hose back in. And here's that flow jet macerator system. So super convenient. It just basically turns all your solid waste into a slurry. So that's one of your knife valves right there that you're pulling on the other side. You could probably put a few small things in there, like your gloves and whatnot. Now, we're getting to some really exciting stuff. So I just want you to notice that this is our Victron Energy right here. It's a 3,000 watt inverter, charger combination. And in the next, we still got that nice powder coating in there. Oh man, that locked on me when we started this engine up. So let me pull those keys real quick. So everything here is on a remote. So I've got 3 AGM chassis batteries right here, but what's really cool, right underneath that, I have the Dragonfly Limitless Green Energy, and this is called the Game Changer 3.0 or 30. And what's cool about this is between the 3 of these, I have 810 amp hours. So managed by that Victron system in the next panel, this is going to take care of you. So just think about this. I have a 120 gallon fuel tank, which is right up here. With that 120 gallon fuel tank, I have an 8,000 watt Cummins Onan generator right there. I also have 810 amp hours of battery, 150 gallons of fresh, 75 gray, 75 black tank. So what that means to you is that if you're going out for the weekend to the racetrack and you're racing, or you're going up in the mountains to go out doing what you want to do with your family and you're hauling that, or I have a friend of mine who bought one of these from me and he takes it out Lake Havasu. He's got a big ski boat behind it. So whatever you're doing, you can do it. You don't have to be plugged in, which is what the Super C is going to give you. So the whole point of getting a beautiful rig like this with these nice frameless windows, and you'll notice the Gerard awning kit, it doesn't just extend to the other side, it's also on this side, and these are going to be the slide out toppers. So wherever you are, wherever you and your family want to be, this is just a great vehicle to get you there. And being that it's a 2024, it's barely used for just under 16,000 miles, to look in just such great condition as this does, it's just remarkable. It just shows you the longevity and the build quality of Renegade. So coming up here, you can kind of start seeing this Cascadia chassis. I'm not going to get into it too much yet, but I just want to point out right here, I've got really easy to to adjust on your air ride seats. I'm sorry, words are hard today. So I can adjust those in multiple ways. You get that nice cushy bounce, and you can see this cabin just like focus all around you. So let's show you what we got on under the hood. So everything here is just so nicely done. These Detroit DD13 engines are just amazing. Everything is super easy to access, so I can access my fluids to fill whatever I need to do. And then we got these big Michelin tires right here. So these are the 315 ADR 22.5s. But if you are somebody who likes to work on your engines, this is a good coach for you. We also have the Detroit Assurance Safety Package on this as well. So you can see right here, this was our team that did this. So every time we get a used coach in here, we're going to do whatever needs to be done on that chassis to get that ready for you. And what I'm talking about specifically is going to be changing the oil. So you can see when we got this, we changed the oil for you, put a new oil filter. We're going to check all the hoses. We're going to check the belts. We're going to make sure that whatever we can do to that we can see to get done for you, to make sure that this is ready for you and your family to go camping with the least amount of possible problems, we're taking care of that for you. We also do the same thing on that generator. So super easy to access all of this right here, and a great locking mechanism. It's your windshield wiper fluid there. And then to shut this, it's got these nice struts, so that way if you're working on it, it's not just shutting on your head. And then you can lock that down right here, but I ain't gonna waste your time on that. And then if you look straight up here, so I can, when I'm in that driver's seat, not only do I have these two mirrors right here, I have that one there, so I can look straight down here and see where I am on that line, which is a really nice feature to have. Okay, so I'd like to invite you to come in and look around. I'm going to be putting these slide out for you. So when we're coming, is look at that nice Explorer tag right there where it's got the lights right behind it. And I'm gonna start putting some of these slides out here. As I'm putting these slides out, we've got this really nice ambient light. This slide goes out real fast. Really nice ambient lighting underneath here. We got this nice tile, and we have heated floors on this. So again, another thing that was ordered with this coach that really makes it so much more fun to use, much more comfortable for you and your family. I can sleep 2 on the bed here. I can sleep 2 on that dinette, and then I can also sleep 2 here. So maybe 1 there. So somewhere between 5 and 6 people. Notice I'm putting 4 slides out, so this has got 4 slides in total. And all this cabinet work, this is all real wood, so it's not like you're looking at some of the other brands where they may have real wood on the front face, but the base of the cabinets are not real wood. That is not what Renegade does. From Renegade's least expensive option to their most expensive option, you will always see real wood throughout. So here's this nice porcelain toilet right here, and then right behind that's going to be the washer and the dryer. So these both just come in like that. So super easy to wash your clothes for your family. If you're out there in Moab, getting a little bit muddy and dirty. Not a whole lot of mud out there unless you're by the river. It's a pretty dry climate. But you can wash all those clothes. Tons of storage space right here. And then right above me, I have a max air fan just to get that humidity out. I'll be honest, in Colorado, or I'm sure Moab too, you just kind of let that humidity stay in because it just feels so good. It's so dry. And then here I've got more storage underneath here, and then nice undermount solid surface sink. Super, super nice. I have 3 drawers that all come out. They're dovetail construction on these drawers, all real wood. And then here I have a glass, nice glass door right here that slides in 3 ways. And then here with these boots are probably about 6'1", plenty of room above my head. And then while we have this off because it's, everything's winterized, this is an adjustable. So I can adjust this up or down and just take it out completely. I don't want to do that because I don't want the winterization fluid on me. Hot and cold shower right here. And then I have this nice little teak seat so I can sit down at the end of a long day. If I want to wash those toes really good, been out hiking, it's a little easier to do it when you're sitting there. And then additional storage just built into this nice wall right here. Okay, let's come out. Oh, don't want to miss this. More storage area. So a little closet space right here, and then place for your linens. Speaking of closet space, I've got 2 more sections right here. Nice little 4K Samsung television. More space here. I've got 3 drawers on each side, and these are all going to be soft close. And then I have the 1 drawer in the middle here. And then in here is your audio-visual cabinet. Now, the prior customers had probably had a Wally or some sort of a cable set-top, I'm sorry, not a cable, a satellite set-top box right here. But here they have the all the parts for that vacuum that you can get. So, and that is going to plug right here. So just pop that up, and that just plugs right here. And so with the way those hoses work, this will go all the way obviously to the rear, but it'll stretch all the way up to the front as well. And let me pop this king size bed up and then just show you this real quick. So I got a little bar that I could put down to hold this up. I'm not gonna mess with it right now, but here's my 2 75-gallon rotomolded tanks. And with that, I have the pump right here. So everything is super easy to winterize. You can see we've got our winterization fluid in it right now. So it's a very easy coach to winterize. We'd be happy to do that for you. Bring it here, we'll take care of you on that. But if you're someone who's pretty handy, it's pretty easy to do that. And it's right under this king size bed. And notice I have 2 outlets on both sides. So each outlet has 2 110 and a USB-A and a USB-C. So pretty much no matter what you're trying to plug into that, you're gonna be taken care of. I have a nice little ceiling fan right above. Got my Coleman Mach air conditioners, which I have 2 of those, and those are 15,000 BTUs. So I have 30,000 BTUs of air conditioning in here. Storage area under each one of these, behind this. This goes back really deep, and I do have a plug in there so you can plug in what you need to. And then on each side of this bed, just like we have around the entirety of the coach, I have my day shades and my night shades, and these are MCD. MCDs are known throughout the industry of being quality shades. Now, if I want to turn on any of my lights, I can do it right here. I can turn on my fan, I can turn my panel lights down, etc. So everything is super easy to access here. And moving forward, just kind of show you what we have. So this right here is my control panel for the entire coach. So I can turn all my lights on and off here, water pump, tank heaters right there. So on a cold day like this, I can hit those on to give me additional protections, right? My aqua hot burner, I've got, I can preheat it, and I've got my electric. So I've got diesel and electric on that. So my light panel, I can go specifically to any of the lights. Generator, I can turn my generator on. I can also see where the energy is flowing. I can set my auto gen start through here, and I can set the times for that we're allowed to do that. I can also set my climate from right here. So here I can even look at the floor and the bay climate right here. So if I want my front and rear floor heating on, I can do that. And then for the bays, they're 53, which is fine, but I can also turn that on. This is telling me I need an aqua hot source, so I'd have to tell it electric or diesel with that. But we're not gonna run all that right now. I just want to give you an idea. And then I can also access my vent fans. So in motion satellite, and then high and low on the bed fan. So that's how you can control it. But the cool thing is that I can do all that from my phone. Leveling, slides, awnings, everything is right here. Now, if you see these are locked, that's probably because you have the keys in the ignition. And then if you want to access this from your phone, you can actually go to the mobile app, and now from this screen right here, so what did I do? I was at home, went to settings, mobile app, just scan that with your phone. That's your ID and that's your PIN. I do really suggest changing that once you're in there. So if you're with some friends, they don't mess with you and start changing things around on you. But you can, everything that you see on this this control station right here, you can control that with your phone. Looking just right around where we're at, when we first walk in, I've got a nice little coat closet. And right down here, I also have, this is where I can see my Victron Energy and my panels and what's charging. And then this is going to be my circuit breakers and my fuses. So everything super easy to utilize. And what's really cool about this is that we go through and we train you on everything too. So we've got Marlon, he works hard to make sure he stays up to date on the latest technology. We are a Renegade dealer, so having a used Renegade here, we know all about these. And Marlon will just walk you through and teach you everything. Really cool hinge right there, how that just kind of goes in there. Renegade just does a great job. So coming around, lots of storage here. So I'm just going to pop all these open. Now think about, what would you put in here? You know, and you know, if you've got a trailer with all your racing stuff in there, maybe you got some jackets, or maybe you just got some games in here for the kids. The customer that I just sold to, she loves to sew, and so she does quilting and embroidery, so I know what she would have up here. So this right here is a really comfortable couch right here, and you can open that up to sit on. Got a nice dinette table here. Now, what am I looking at here? I've got this nice 50-inch Samsung TV. So we've got one outside, I've got one in the bedroom, I've got another one right here. So you can watch TV pretty much wherever you want. Nice sound bar down here too. And now this has on an articulating mount. So if you're up here just having your morning coffee, you want to watch what the stock market's doing or Good Morning America, you can do that. And then right behind this, I have cabinets on both sides. So there's that one. And then I've got another identical piece on this side. And then when we're done having fun with this TV, this right here will just go right back and secure in there. When you hear the click, you know you're good. And I can put Blu-ray, set-top cable boxes, whatever you want that'll fit there, hooks right into that TV. So here we are, kitchen, one of my favorite places here. Lots of storage area in here. So I can put pots and pans in there. Under my sink right here, got my subwoofer to give me that good sound experience with this sound bar right here. And then this is this nice solid surface countertop, and we've got nice, I don't know if you can see that, but like a little glitter in there. So gives it a sense of depth, right? European style faucet with a spray and flow. Again, we talked about having day and night shades on that. And then that one there. So all of these windows right here are going to be those frameless windows that are jalousie style. So if you have these open, it's not really going to rain in here, directly in here, because the way the rain hits that, it's going to roll right off. So you can leave that open if you want. If you're not too hot of a day, leave your dog in here. Now you can also set that auto gen start, so that way if it gets a little too hot, come on and kick your air conditioner on. Nice stainless steel sink right here, so you can wash a ton of dishes in here. And then these stored nicely in here. Samsung microwave. Samsung has, by the way, for these TVs and for any Samsung products, they have a quick connect feature that you can also utilize that on your phone. As long as you're on the same Wi-Fi, you're good. There's a little scanning right there, so you can scan that, get more information, and then this gives you your cooking guide label right here. So convection style microwave oven, I believe. Yep, right there. So convection, bake, or roast. And then here what we have is our true induction cooktops. So what's really neat about these cooktops are that you can dial in the exact temperature that you want. And so if you want to cook your eggs, you might set them at 285 and fry your eggs, scramble them right there. You can also set the time. So if you want to slow cook something and then go out, you can just have your fan on, have that on slow cook, maybe 195 and for 6 hours, and just make a nice little stew in that, and that'll just kind of like cycle that on. Yeah, most pots and pans are compatible with this now. Just to check, if you put a little magnet on the bottom, if it sticks, you're good. If not, just get a new set of pans. We do have those available in our store. They're not really much, a couple $100 and you're good to go. So all the original owner's manuals are here. So Aqua Hot, Renegade, everything's on a USB drive right here. So very easy to access anything that you need. And looks like they got, on top of Diamond Shield, looks like they got Nano Fusion as well. So maybe that's carbon, so anyway, whoever owned this obviously took really good care of it. And then, so this is going to be on the Freightliner Cascadia chassis right there. Whole house water filter. So when you're ready for it, we'll hook that up for you. Additional storage down here. And now when you see these guys right here, if I had that aqua hot on right now, that's where that would be blowing out. So I've got those on in the bathroom, under the bed. We've got them here. So really just throughout the entirety of the coach. Pull out, slide out trays for your what you want to store. So you can put your cans of food, peanut butter, whatever it is you want to eat in there. And I've got 3 normal size, and I have these 2 really nice deep ones too. So you can put some bigger stuff in there. And just notice these are all nice dovetailed right there. Good quality wood right here on a nice stainless steel slide out tray. Right next to that, we've got this nice Samsung, I think it's Samsung, yep, and Samsung Twin Cooling Plus. So residential style fridge, 6 places in the doors that you can put your stuff in. I'm just looking at this. This is just so clean. I know this was used, but it's hard to find evidence other than the odometer that it was used. So this right here will have a little, I believe there's a little filter back there for you as well. And then these drawers open nicely. This will all lock in here. So when you're driving, that's red, you're good. That's not going to open. And then here, I've got an ice tray that dumps right into here. And then storage here. And then when we're driving here, I just push this down, and now that won't open. So I have a Samsung phone at the house. It also, I mean, not a phone, I have a Samsung phone, but I also have a refrigerator. If I or my wife leaves the door open too long, it will warn me as well. So sitting down here, I've got an ottoman. So this, I'm probably gonna keep that over there, but you'll notice that this goes down, and I've got 2 little trays, I mean 2 little cup holders right here. So that way, if the kids are sitting here when you're driving, got those seat belted positions, they can have their cups in there. And then I have, this is pretty cool. So I have a 110, I have a USB-A and a USB-C and another 110. That's on both sides. So now nobody's supposed to be sitting here while you're driving. And then you can see all these are insulated windows throughout. So at least all the ones on the outside of the slides are at a minimum. And then there we go with those nice MCD shades. Plenty of lighting in here, guys. I have the ambient lighting. I have the puck lighting right here. And these, by the way, are very comfortable seats. So it's hard to communicate that through, but let's get over here. Oh gosh, thank you so much, Jody. I got too excited about this display here. I almost forgot we have a mid-bath. So if you have guests over, you can actually close the door to your room and close that right there, so that way they don't see that. So if you don't feel like making your bed, you don't have to worry about it. And then you can have a place to put a robe or a towel right here, toilet paper here, another toilet with a macerator system, and then plenty of storage in here. So I'm just gonna kind of open these real quick and then get out of the way so you can see. And then you'll notice too, I have a nice fan in there, and that has the rain sensor built into it. So that way, if you have that open, senses that rain coming in, it will it'll shut automatically for you. Inside this, you have storage. And just notice too that if you know anything about RVs, you know Villa furniture is the furniture to go with. So one of the reasons that this is so comfortable is that it's Villa. So it's nice and soft on this side. So if you want to use this as a little seat for someone, you can also turn it around, sit it like that. It's a little bit harder there, so I could actually set a drink on that. So, and then when you're, you can store things in there. And also, I've got storage under here. So this is what we have in this right now is the bedding, or the piece that will go here. So if somebody's sleeping on that, that'll just go right up there. So when that comes down, So we got one of these in each side. So if no one's going to be sleeping in this right here, just go ahead and leave those in your garage or put them somewhere else, and then use this for additional storage. So there's one on each side. Alrighty, now to get over here, I get too excited about these Cascadia chassis right here. My Gerard awnings, so I can actually control that in here, and I can control it on my phone app, I can control it at the door, and I can control it on the master panel. Here, another little storage here. And then here, I've got my leveling jacks right here, cab ceiling lights override if I want, and then it's for my wine guard. And this right here going to be to give you privacy on your front cab. So usually when you get to where you're going, if you're going to be there for more than a night, most people just set that up and just leave that done. So over both, so I don't forget while we're here, over both of these right here, I have a little area to keep my winter gloves, which is something that you want to do while you're here. This is so you can connect, I think this is for your engine. And then coming down here, let's get to this spot. So got some beeping going on, and I also have my whatchamacallit, my Nova awning is going in right now. So we're gonna start her up, let her get going. So you can see she's already pretty much aired up. When I drove her out here this morning, it was under that, and it was giving me a little bit of a warning. Now we're a little cold right now here, so I do have a tire pressure warning. Just to let you know, we're gonna make sure that there's no issue with that when you're driving it. But when it's cold temperatures, sometimes that'll be a little bit lower. So you can see right here, my TPMS is showing me I have 106 and 109. And based on the weight, that might be a little bit low for what they're looking for. And then this is showing me 102 across here. So I can look at my temperature here, tire temperatures here, batteries for those TPMS, and you'll notice everything is full because that's what we do for you. Look at my axles. Maintenance right here, it'll go through all that for you. I can do my diagnostics here. That's my active driver alert. Now if I come to my home, I can look at my gauges. So coolant temperature, engine oil temperature, everything is super easy to access here. And I can customize these however I wish to do that. My chassis, we already did that anyway. Lighting, so I can look at all my lighting, turn it on, turn it off, I can check it. So not only can I turn this on here, I can also turn it on here. So I can raise these right here. So what that's doing, just controlling everything for me. Let's go back one step. Got navigation right here, so I can navigate to where I need to go. If I need to find a fuel station, easy to do it. And this is where we're at, Transwest Truck Trailer RV, right off of I-25 between exits 235 and 240. I can connect my phone, Apple or Android, radio right here. I can also bring Bluetooth with my favorite music on it. And that's your smartphone right there. So what's really neat about this panel, instead of clicking all that, I can also click through here and cycle through what I want to cycle by pushing these buttons here. So, and then we can also turn that on and off. So my lighting, everything is really easy. If I want to pop up my volume, I can do that as well. But I don't really want to hear the morning sprint. Notice I do have Sirius XM on this, so you have that capability. Coming down here is where I got my, for my Kurt Spectrum brake controller right there. I can lower, so if I have a trailer hooked up to this and I have the air on that, I can actually dump that air with that, or apply that trailer brake, sorry. Here I can do my light test, my regen. You'll probably never need to use your regen on this right here, but if you do want to do that, that's what you do. That's mainly for truckers. These are built for truckers, right? And the Cascadia chassis is what everybody loves right now. Automatic traction control. I have a diff lock over here, and I can also change my suspension height. So everything very easy. It's where I would hook up for Android Auto or the Apple CarPlay. Coming over here, this is just a really great showing of what I want to see. So I can see how fast I'm going. I can see where my RPMs are at. I can see my lights. We're just working on that. This is where I can set my distance between the car in front of me. We've got these little controls right here, so I can do it that way if I want. Just pop that down or pop that back up. And then you can cycle through all these right here. Cruise control, engine idle adjust. I can change all of that right here. And it does have the adaptive cruise control, and I have I can hook this straight up to my phone to where I can do voiceless. Colorado just passed a law. Very glad they did. If you have a phone in your hand, you get a ticket. So you can do everything hands-free with this right here. Now, on this right here, you can see I have I can set manually or automatic on that, so I can set which gear I want to be in. So when I'm going down that I-70, and it's a 6% grade coming into Golden from Evergreen, I'm going to have that down no more than 4. And then I can also set my engine brake on that and change where I want the engine brake to be. So you can adjust everything right here. So make sure we are in neutral, and then telescoping wheel and tilt. So however you want to sit. Now, I've sat in a lot of RVs, and I'll tell you right now, these seats right here for driving purposes are some of the most comfortable seats I've sat in. So that you can recline, you can set them up or down with this right here. So you can see the lumbar popping out right there. Can you see that there? So we'll check that out again. So I get that lumbar seating there. So anyway, I can put these exactly where I want. And when I'm driving this, you've got that big 525 horsepower Detroit Diesel engine in front of us, that DD13. It's not really that noisy. Super Cs are a little noisier than a Class A diesel pusher because you've got that engine is 35, 40 feet behind you, right? And this one, it's a little bit more up close and personal. But with these air ride seats, with the good blocking that they did, Freightliner did with this on this Cascadia chassis, everything is nicely wrapped around you, so you get really clear, concise data that's right in your face where you want it to be. Power outlets right here. So 12 volt actual cigarette lighter. If this doesn't give us Gen X people some bad memories of getting burnt, I don't know what would. Don't push those in, by the way, unless you're going to use it. So I can change my suspension height. I think we talked about that. Oh, and rear view. So I can see my views right here where I'm at, 0, 3, 5, 10 feet, cycle through that, cycling through them, but I can also just focus on which one I want it to be. So if I'm in reverse, it's going to actually just keep it on that. I used that earlier when I was backing this around. So great coach right now. So again, we're on the 2024 Renegade Explorer 40 ERB. Great family coach. Great if you want to get to the racetrack, if you want to get out, go skiing in Lake Havasu with a big ski boat back there, or just go for an extended camping trip out in Moab or in the Rockies. Lovely coach to do it. You can get a nearly new coach for a way better deal than a new coach, because this has already been broken in. Just under 16,000 miles. Again, 12.8 liter engine, 1,850 pounds-foot torque, 120 gallon fuel, 150 gallon fresh, 75 gray, 75 black, 810 amp hours on that lithium dragonfly battery system. So please, if you're interested in getting a great coach, give me a call. My name is Chris Capper. I'm at Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. You can reach me at 813-333-2988. Love to help you and your family get into a great coach. Give me a call. Thank you.